live. I am live, live, live. Second show of the day because JD can't get enough talking. JD loves talking, and we have a new quarterback starting for your New York Jets. Just had on Dominic Strebel, Better Days Golf Company, St. Joseph's University in Patchogue, Long Island. Is on. Well, there's no roller hockey team this season, but he's played on the roller hockey team at St. Joseph's. He's also on the golf team, and he's CEO of his own company, and he's a cancer survivor. Well, he had a brain tumor when he was 11. He's been through a lot of shit, and he just keeps on trucking. And we're gonna get on. Aaron was like raring to go. Josh listened to the thing. He's got to bathe the kids. He said, "Hey, there's stuff I got to do." I had to get the first one out. Aaron, I haven't heard from, so I'm trying to get Aaron to tell him I am live, and I am live, live, live. I don't know if Josh is on here. Let's see if Josh has. Oh, Josh has not come on yet either. How about the Jets? They go with Boyle. Oh, there he is. What's up? What's up? All right, so let me invite him. Invite. Let's see if he comes on through. Keep on trucking. All right, I'm trying to invite him. Yes, I've been trying to invite him a couple times. He's waiting all this time, and fine. Wow.
There he is.
Wow. Aaron.
What's that?
Aaron, that's a look. That's a look there. So the porn career didn't happen, and you were like, you know what? I'm keeping it. I'm all in.
It's pretty good porn stash, though.
Wait, is that your dad? Is your dad already enjoyed this? Is that Papadopoulos? No, that is.
That's my uncle, actually.
That's your uncle. What does your uncle think of the stash? So wait, are you going into the military? You look like you just got out of Stripes 2 casting call. I like it. That's the fact.
That would be Stripes 1, but okay.
Dude, Stripes 1 already happened. They said they're making a sequel. Look at you sexy bastard. Oh, sorry, Uncle. Uncle, all respect.
There
Kev,
he is.
and Kev is here too.
Shout out to Pio Chico. Love you, man.
All right. I want to hang with the whole family. I mean, I want to be with everybody. I got to be honest with you.
We're a blast. Yeah.
So
you should.
I had on my Jets hat in, but I just did a podcast with this great kid, Dominic Strebel, cancer survivor, plays roller hockey and all this stuff. He's fantastic. Has his own company, Athletic Apparel, Better Days Golf Co. I told him I want a hockey jersey. I want to go to an event, but you said you want to talk. Shout out to you guys, Aaron in the car. What's good? I love
Kev from the company.
Kev from the company. All right. We got everybody here. Tim Boyle, baby. Tim Boyle.
Tim Boyle time.
2017, listen to these stats for the Ohio Valley Conference, the passing leader with a phenomenal 2,134 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. Okay, so he had 1 year at Ohio at Eastern Kentucky, so he led the conference in passing yards. Before that, you told me this one. He was at UConn for 3 years. In 3 years, he was fantastic there. He threw for 1,236 yards in 3 years, 1 touchdown in 3 years, and only 13 interceptions.
That's Heisman stuff.
That's Heisman in the pro. And then but it gets better. So I looked up his pro stuff. Basically, 2021 I remember with Detroit, he played in 5 games, 3 starts, 65% completion, which is good, right? I mean, that's pretty good. 500 yards in 3 games, 3 starts, 5 games, which is not, 100 a game? 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. And you know what the best thing about him is, Aaron, is that his rushing in the pros, he's had 23 rushes for -4 yards. I looked up his college rushing stats, 68 rushes for a combined -162 yards. So this is a guy who gets sacked a lot, and is not a scrambler.
Yeah.
With a bad offensive line. Now, do you know if Becton definitely out? I mean, we got Carter. I haven't read anything about Becton. You got to tell me. Did you read anything?
I haven't heard anything about Becton yet either. I don't think they've released it yet.
So
I'm not mistaken.
You went for a Friendsgiving yesterday. So what was the spread like, and why wasn't I invited? I still am a little hurt, man. I mean, you just said you're going, and it wasn't
I went straight from work. So I had work that day, and I picked up some sides from Lavodi's, and
again, I'm looking around.
Yeah, you'll get to the next one.
No. We gotta have one. I told you. When are we ever the company?
I'm down.
I told you, get the company. I got 4 mics. We'll set it up. I mean, you guys all call, so you got on the radio today. And I listen, no disrespect to the company. I immediately comes on his Boomer, but you were on with DiPietro and Rossi, right? What did you talk about today?
So I kind of chimed in on the Jets, and I said that this situation that we're in, unless Joe Douglas has marching orders from Woody Johnson himself, it's an indictment on Joe Douglas. Because how do you trot out a 39 in a league that quarterbacks are getting hurt at an alarming rate? It's not just this season; it's been in recent years. You trot a 39-year-old quarterback, as great as he is, behind a bad offensive line, and your safety net is the guy who proved he couldn't play last year, a guy who you benched when you were 5-2. He was so bad. Like I don't understand when you had Josh Dobbs, who was cut by the Browns during the preseason. Carson Wentz, as recently as a few weeks ago, called the organization and said he wanted to come, and they said, "Nah, we're good."
Right? Yeah. We're good. No, we're good. And
it makes no sense.
And how does Salah every fucking week go, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, no, we're not switching." And then to say that.
I will say this. So last week, they pressed him on it again, and he said, "quote unquote, I plead the fifth."
Right, I saw that.
So
he did.
So this isn't solid. He's being forced to play Zach from the powers that be above, whether it's Joe Douglas, whether it's Woody Johnson himself, whoever it is, but it's not solid.
So you think Salah would bench him? You think if Salah had the power, he would bench him?
Salah benched him last year.
He did.
And he benched him yesterday in the third quarter.
He did.
Like at a certain point, you respect the organization and the people that you work for. But at a certain point, you're like, no, listen, this is my reputation. This is my career. I can't continue in good conscience to trot this guy out there. So I got to make a move. And if you as a GM are putting me in a position where my next option is Tim Boyle, then so be it. It can't be much worse than what it is.
Right.
On DPS and Rothenberg, they rattled off stats, I think as recently as a couple weeks ago. The Jets are, if I remember this correctly, 22% conversion rate in the red zone. So 22% of the time when they're in the red zone, they score a touchdown.
Right.
23% of the time when they're on third down, they convert for a first down. Those are not only worst in the league this year, historical worst. The next team up.
Right.
Sorry, go ahead.
Do you know what they did yesterday? What did they do yesterday on third down? Do you know what their stats were yesterday?
I don't remember.
0 for 11.
Yeah.
So continue because you're rolling. I love it. Go.
Yeah. No, it's the next team up is in like the 30s percentage wise. So it's historically bad.
Historically bad.
So you can't get much worse than what it's been.
Yeah. No.
And I'm sorry. Like I'm sure Zach is a nice kid, whatever, but he's not cutting it.
No.
There was a play that I saw yesterday. He evaded the pass rush, and he had room to run for positive yardage, and instead he threw it into the dirt.
Yeah,
his head is just not there.
Right. Yeah,
he doesn't have it.
He doesn't, and doesn't he look scared? Doesn't he look scared in the pocket, like petrified?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean he's petrified. Yeah, so I and he has no pocket presence, awareness. That's what I'm looking for.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean none. I mean
and this is a championship caliber defense. Like they threw in the towel midway through. Listen. I throw that around lightly. That's fair.
No. But fair,
it's a good enough defense.
But I wanted to ask. I don't mean to cut you off, but because I love this. Sauce is playing shit this year. Is it just me?
Yes, he's having a bad year.
A really bad year. He's not tackling. He looks timid out there. He's holding every time I see him. He is grabbing somebody, and I
mean that penalty on Diggs where he basically suplexed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he got burned by Shakir. Shakir, he went for the ball like half-heartedly, and I'm like Sauce. Let me tell you something. You were given they were talking Hall of Fame last year and this year, and Garrett Wilson. I'll tell you, he threw one right into to Garrett Wilson's breadbasket. They said he's had 19 Passes dropped, third most of any quarterback, Zach Wilson. But the problem is, he's only thrown like 30 passes all season. So, I mean,
I'm not going to make an excuse for those guys playing poorly, but this is what I will say: when you're on that side of the ball, and the other side of the ball has proven an inability to move the ball, it's like I don't. Why am I going to go? Why am I going to go jump through fire hoops to make things happen when I know that the offense can't do shit?
40 drives without a touchdown. 40 drives. That's like that would happen when you were a kid, not in the NFL. And what did Joe Douglas see at his pro day? What did he see with Zach Wilson? What the fuck did he see?
He saw a fantastic throw in the combine, and he took a new job, and he just had it dead set in his head. I'm not going with a quarterback that's not my guy. I have the second overall pick. I have a chance to start over, draft my own guy, and go from there. And the problem is, if you got, say they drafted Justin Fields, would they be in this predicament right now?
But we talked about this. You think they're cursed? I mean, I agree. I think Fields is. Listen, there are so many coaches going to get fired this year, right? You would say Eberflus pretty much done, Staley done, Arthur Smith done with the Falcons. So you think if the Jets had Justin Fields, I think they'd be a much better team. First of all, he'd run. If he didn't have anything, he'd take off.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to ask you, Aaron. Last week, that when he ran down the sidelines, did he look like he kind of was? He could have cut in and taken on a hit and got in that would have pumped up the team. He kind of stepped out of bounds. I thought he was going to get a touchdown, and I thought, you know what? He's soft. Did you feel this? You felt that, right?
Actually, Kev in the chat brought up a good point. So Woody Johnson has I guess some kind of, I don't know how close the relationship is, but has a relationship with Zach Wilson's family.
Ugh.
So that could have played a part in them drafting.
I mean,
yeah.
Listen,
ownership get involved when they shouldn't get involved. That's the story of the Jets.
All right, let me ask you a question. You've been a Jet fan your whole life. Last couple, were you a Sanchez fan when they drafted Sanchez? Because I was. He looked so goddamn good.
I was. He looked good in USC.
But you realized
he looked good in that first game against the Patriots too. He threw for 300 yards.
And then you watched him, and you knew he was a shitty quarterback because I remember we went on a really good Dallas team, and he was throwing interceptions. I was like, no, he sucked. But he was better than Zach. And then you had he said happy birthday. Who said happy birthday? Kev said, I know who said. Oh, who said happy birthday? I don't know what he said.
Happy birthday.
I don't know. But okay, so Sam Darnold, do you think they jumped the gun with him too much? They jumped it too quickly?
I think they threw in the towel too soon because Sam Darnold, if you remember, so he had his first year was with Todd Bowles, who wasn't an offensive-minded coach, defensive guru, and yeah, exactly.
Salad too. Salad's always on sidelines like this.
Yeah.
Why can't we have a fiery fucking coach like
Salad gets fired up when things are going good, but when they're not, he's just stoic.
Right, which is not good. Yeah.
No. And then the following year, they brought in Adam Gase, and a historically bad hire.
Yeah, everybody's like,
the only reason he got the job is because Peyton Manning called Chris Johnson or Woody Johnson, whoever the hell it was, said, "Hey, you got to hire this guy. He's a quarterback whisperer."
Did you see?
And he went all googly-eyed in the press conference, and he's sniffing salt from the sideline.
Oh my God!
It was an absolute joke.
What a joke! What a joke! Adam Gase ruined him, and now, okay. So what do you do now? Okay, you're the GM. My friend Rob has been a season ticket holder for 30 years. He says fire everybody. He goes, I don't even want Aaron Rodgers next year. Yeah.
I mean, you can't say no to Aaron Rodgers next year. You have him on the team.
But what is it at 40? What's he going to do? What's he going to do at 40?
I mean, what can you do worse?
No, you can't do worse. But who's the back? You got to get a backup. I mean, it's not Trevor Siemian. It's not Tim Boyle. I mean, you got to bring somebody in. I mean, they can't. Yeah, and Joe Willie brings up a point that, you know what, fans are the ones who are like, are we all fucking idiots? Are we idiots for like living this way? I mean, it's really. I mean, my friend has season tickets. Jay, I'm going with him to the Falcon game, and they're putting up things about come root this Friday against the Dolphins, and people are like, are you kidding us? Are you kidding me, man? Like you said, they have a solid defense that is getting no help from the offense, and Boyle's
Right.
put in a no-win situation, right? He's put in a no-win situation this week. He's going to go out there and
Well, he's not a winner.
Boyle?
He's proven that. Yeah, he's not. He's
No,
not
no,
a
no.
winner.
He's done it, yeah, but he hasn't. I mean, he's been on a bunch of teams. What's he played? 9 total game. I mean, he's 0 for 3 as a starter. Yeah, I mean, he really hasn't had any time. I mean, they threw him to the Wolves this week. And that was embarrassing yesterday, man. I mean, I thought the Raider game was embarrassing. I thought this was even worse.
It was, and they held. And if you watch the game, like they held the Bills in check for most of the game. The offense just couldn't do anything.
So Josh thinks they should go after Jimmy G. You watched Jimmy G this year? Did you watch him?
I don't want Jimmy G. No.
So Jimmy G, it was the last game. I remember was it a Sunday night game I watched with Devontae Adams? He missed him like 2 or 3 times wide open. And I was like, Jimmy G doesn't have it anymore, man. He just is off. I mean, he can get porn stars. Good. I mean, that's awesome. He can date porn stars. But as a football player, he's lost it, man. Yeah.
No, I hate to say that we have to draft another guy, but I think we do.
But who do you? So
we're not going to be high enough.
Right, you're not going to be high enough. So okay, so
I think you just take a flyer on a guy mid-round. You bring in a veteran backup to support Aaron Rodgers, and he learns under both of them.
What about Bo Nix? Bo Nix is like 24. They saying, oh, he's a day 2, or Michael Penix Jr., one of the guys that why I wanted them to go after last year. That kid Hendon Hooker, the kid from Volunteers who blew out his knee, and then Milton took over for Tennessee last year. He's he's the guy on the Lions right now. Get a guy who played 4 years of college football and wants it. Look, like you said, Dobbs. Look at Lamar Jackson dropped in the draft. Mahomes went 10th. I mean, there's all these guys that you're like, there's guys out there that want to play.
Russell Wilson was a 3rd-round pick.
Oh my God!
Like you have guys,
right? Russell Wilson.
You can find diamonds in the rough, and it's about. I think when you go mid-round, you got to get guys that stayed in college all 4 years, like have a high IQ, and can further boast that by learning under veterans.
Because right now, I mean, every time you put Tommy DeVito for the Giants has as many touchdown passes this year as Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson, 6 touchdown passes in 10 games. That's not even point. It's not.
And I know it was against Washington, but Zach Wilson also faced the Chargers a couple weeks ago, who was second worst in the whole league, and he did nothing.
Okay. DeVito threw 3 touchdown passes yesterday. How many games in his 31 game career with the Jets? How many 3 touchdown games does Zach Wilson have in 31 games as a Jet quarterback? 0.
Yep.
CJ Stroud did more in the last 2 weeks than listen. Even his best game, what was it? KC, whatever was his best game. Still was not a great game. I mean, he had moments, but he's just not that. He never was that guy. And cut the cord.
The team doesn't believe in him.
No,
and that's a bigger problem.
No, they don't. He lost the team.
I'm not going to run through a wall for this guy. I'm not going to break my ribs for this guy. I'm not going to, as Al Pacino said in Any Given Sunday, crawl for that extra inch for this guy.
Mike White.
He doesn't bring that out of them.
And Mike White, they love Mike White because Mike White would get knocked down and get right. And now you're right.
And they could have brought him back.
They could have brought him back. Should have brought him back instead of and then Aaron Rodgers was pumping him up, like saying, "Oh, he's a really good quarterback." You saw Rodgers on the sideline. There's no hiding that. There was no hiding the look on his face. It was pure terror. Like what?
I think like as far as like a personal relationship goes, I think he likes the kid and he likes having him under his wing.
Right.
And that's why he said all that stuff going into the season. But now that he's seen him play like close in the sidelines, he's not an idiot. He knows the kid can't play.
Yeah,
and
he has to.
He'd be lying through his teeth to try and sell us on it.
Right, exactly. Sell us on it, which is.
Yeah.
I mean, how many more years you have to go through? So Saleh to you is not on the hot seat. You would bring him back next year.
I think I would, because it's not his decision. Like if you look at in-game management, that's not the issue. The issue is the poor offensive play calling.
There is no in-game,
and that's not his forte.
But there's no in-game management to manage.
If you want to fire him and bring in like an offensive genius, I'm all for it. But who's that guy?
Hackett. Hackett's another one. What
Hackett's a joke. The only reason he's on the team
is because Aaron Rodgers.
is because Aaron Rodgers wanted him to carry his luggage coming to New York.
I mean, dude, you bombed in Denver. You come in, and it's just like they had one good play, Brees Hall, and no running game. No running. I mean, Brees Hall to me is what's he run for 20 yards a game? I mean, Cook.
But again, it's easy. It's easy to shut down the running game when
right.
You know that the passing game can't do anything.
Can't do anything.
Stack the box
right
in front of a bad offensive line, and that's what you get.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you know, yeah. I mean, it's just amazing. You look at certain teams, and you're like, wow. You know, it's like, are they ever going to be? Are the Jets ever going to be good? Are they ever going to have? I mean, they have a defense now. They have no. I mean, not. It's not even an offense. I mean, it's like, what is it? It's like void.
It's back in the leather helmet era.
I think leather helmet. I would have taken my chances. I mean, I'd take Stevie Wonder quarterback than over Zach Wilson right now. I mean, no offense, Stevie, but I mean, Zach Wilson to me, and he almost threw an interception. Then the next play, he threw an interception, and it was like, dude, you know, I mean, what are you doing? Like, he makes plays. You're like, last year against the Pats, you know, he lofted a ball up. That's a game they should have won. Mosley got called for the stupid freaking roughing the passer. That's a game they should have won. They should have beat the Pats. And I'll tell you, I remember he threw that pass. I was like, Zach Wilson just makes stupid goddamn plays. Yeah. I hope this is the end. I'd rather go a Boyle the rest of the season. And
I mean, think about the two games that they won, right? Like the Eagles was a gimme, and the Giants game was a gimme.
Oh my God, the Giant game! No way they should have won that game.
Both those games.
Well, Giant game they definitely should have lost. They played terrible that day. And then one of my friends is like, one of Kevin's saying they're drawing plays in the dirt on the field. You go that way. You go to the fifth car and make a right, and then get on the bus and go to.
Your mom is ringing the data bell. He says, "Go along."
But that Giant game, and then my friend was going, "Did you see what he did that last drive?" I was like, "It's not enough for me. I can't have a quarterback that teases me. That's all he was. He was a tease quarterback. That's all he did was tease you. He couldn't put together a game and that's, well, you know what you see? You see Levis. I watched Levis yesterday. He played like shit for Tennessee. You know, they made him the starting quarterback. I've watched Desmond Ridder, Atlanta. He's terrible. He is terrible. Kenny Pickett threw for 106 yards yesterday. 106 yards, and they only lost by 3. I mean, that's another team. It's like everybody's like, I hate to say it, they got to cut the. Kenny Pickett is not the quarterback, man. There's a lot of guys out there. There's not enough good quarterbacks out there, right? I mean, wouldn't you say that? There's not enough.
It's ironic because like it's a passing league. You would
right.
think like there should be more quarterbacks that should be able to play, but they're just not out there.
Like Justin Herbert stuck with Brandon Staley. I mean, they are wasting that boy. They are wasting him.
They really are.
They're wasting him.
They really are.
He throws passes.
I would give up draft picks for the next decade to get Justin Herbert.
I would too. Yeah.
Oh God, he's so talented, and like this Brandon Staley is an absolute joke. Like his in-game management.
Did you see him get? Did you see him get pissed? He says, "I'm calling the defense," and the guy's going, "Well, it's really not working." He is snapping every get. He's done. I think he's done.
He should have been done a couple years ago.
He should have been done after that playoff game last year.
Mm-hmm.
What 27-0, and they blew it. I was like, oh my God, there's so much crap out there, man.
It really is.
And think about that. Wait, so you're hockey? What do you wait? What's your sports? What do you watch? You watch Jets?
So so Yankees, Jets, Knicks. They're very close. And then I'm a Rangers fan also, but hockey is my distant fourth. Like as far as like my knowledge is concerned, I only got into the game probably like in the last 5 years or so. But Yankees, Jets, and Knicks are like my heart.
Okay, so at least so Yankees 82-80, and they're acting like Casham's acting like, you know, we had a good year, whatever. And you're looking at that this is going to go on forever. They're going to suck. I mean, I don't know if you agree. I mean,
I think so. If you're familiar with wrestling at all, Brian Cashman is playing a classic heel role. He's just being that guy. Like, the crowd's going to boo him. He doesn't care. He fucking rolls into it. And the fact of the matter is, he doesn't know, like, maybe he knows what he's talking about a little bit, but the fact that he defends the moves that he's made, like, he said, oh, you know, like, I got Joey Gallo, and then people want to criticize that move, even though The Dodgers got Joey Gallo, and then the Twins got Joey Gallo after that. Like he was bad with the Dodgers, and with the Twins he was so bad he wasn't even on the playoff roster. Like, what are you talking about?
What they say, he either walked, struck out, or hit a home run. That was it, right?
That was it. Yeah.
But he was a pretty good fielder. I'll give him that. Guy could
He was
field.
a good fielder and a good base runner. I'll give him that. Absolutely.
But you look at the team. So no Dominguez. You got Judge.
No, Dominguez is out until probably next May or June.
You got
Tommy John.
And Boone wants to bunt more now. Now you don't think he's a piss boy? You ever see History of the World piss boy? My father and I would laugh. Piss boy, the guy who bring over the piss bucket. That's what Boone is. Boone's the yes man. Because he said they're going to bunt this year. He said we're going to bunt more. With who? Who's you having Judge run down? Yeah, Stanton. I love what he said about
Volpe
Stanton.
could bunt.
Who?
Volpe could probably bunt.
That's it. Volpe. I mean, you got a lot of guys.
Peraza maybe.
Peraza.
I don't know.
I mean,
I like the idea of playing small ball, and I'm not as pissed off about the whole bunting thing as I am about other things. But
what are you pissed off about? Tell me what you're pissed off about. That's why you're here, man. I need the good stuff.
I'm pissed off about the last few years. I'm pissed off about the
2000
Josh Donaldson trade, for example.
Yeah, Donaldson, dude.
You took on $50 million of Josh Donaldson for him to be a fucking black hole in your batting order.
A black hole of a person. I'm not a fan.
Oh God, he's a dirtbag as a human being. Absolutely.
Ugh.
Locker room, clubhouse chemistry matters.
Yes.
You know, the guys that can hit for contact matter.
They got rid of Didi. I thought Didi was a glue guy, and they got rid of him. And I feel like they don't have those guys in the clubhouse right now.
You traded away Jordan Montgomery for Harrison Bader, and then
Bader. I'm out 15. I'm out from 50 games.
The way that Harrison Bader found out that he was not on the Yankees anymore, he walked into the clubhouse and saw the ESPN ticker saying that Harrison Bader is on waivers.
Oh.
Dude, you don't even have the decency to give the guy a heads up that, hey, listen, we're going to place you on waivers. That's how he found out. And this is the most button-up organization in baseball. It's a joke.
Joke.
George Steinbrenner is rolling over in his grave.
Rolling in his grave.
Oh, shout out to Key. What's up, Key?
Key. Let's go. Yeah, you see, this is what I want. You're riled up now. Yeah.
I'm fired up, man.
No, it is. It's bullshit. 2009, dude. 2009.
And you can make an argument they bought. I mean, and if Cashman wants to take credit for that World Series, listen, you got the three hottest free agents on the market in that year between Mark Teixeira, CC Sabathia, and AJ Burnett. So you should have won a World Series.
You should have won a World Series. Yeah.
Other than that, he didn't build those teams in the 90s.
No. Gene Michaels was the guy who Gene Michaels was the guy, and Cashman kissed Steinbrenner's ass. He's been there for what, 25? He's been. I mean, you just want to punch him in the face. You really do. I just want to punch him in the face. He's that little guy. You just want to, hey, McFly. He's like, what? I mean, I can't. And Hal Steinbrenner. He's a pussy. He is the antithesis of his dad. He is a money guy. He doesn't care about anything except money. He's like, oh, we're doing great things. Dude, you don't know shit about baseball. Your father would be rolling on your grave. The brother who died, I think, had a little more cojones. But I think he puts his testicles in a jar because he's got no balls. He's a businessman. He's not a baseball guy.
They make money on the bottom line. That's all they care about.
That's all they care about. That's all. And that
they sell tickets, they sell merchandise. That's it.
Infuriates me that what they're doing with this 82-80. Are you kidding me? And Boone's back, but then again, who do you bring in? And then Mendoza goes to the Mets. I'm like, Steve Coe may have all the money in the world, but what the hell's going on over there too? I was like, Mendoza, what did he do to get this job? It's almost like they can't find managers for these teams. They're just throwing stuff against the wall. And
I thought the Mets dropped the ball, not giving Carlos Beltran a chance. Think about it. That whole Astros team, the manager, the GM, Alex Cora, everybody got a chance.
Yeah, why didn't Beltran get a chance? Yeah, I'd like to see what he could do.
He got blackballed.
He did get blackballed because I don't know why. And why is he not getting a shot? He should get a shot. I mean, he was a good player. Listen, everybody cheats, dude. My cousin is an Astros, huge Astros fan, and he goes, I said, you should get back and go, fuck you. We earned that one. I'm like, but you got caught. He goes, everybody cheats. I mean, as you can see, everybody's cheated since day one. And
Yeah.
it's all about your farm system, and it's about having depth. And the Yankees don't. And my buddy Lanker goes, we lost that one with Altuve when he wouldn't close his shirt. I'm like, well, I mean, they were all cheating. I mean, I think the Yankees were doing with the Apple Watches, weren't? Everybody was doing something at that point. I think. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, Key brings up a good point. Cashman's so full of it, feels justified because Hal lets them get away with being average. Yeah, because they could be average and still make money. That's what it's all about.
Yes, right. It's always about and they have money coming in. They sell it every game,
and it's less about the championship.
And it's the Yes Network, and it's just their money making machine, and they're global. But yeah, I'm not excited about this year. I mean, Judge. I mean, Judge would have probably hit 60 this year if he hadn't hit his foot at Dodger Stadium. I mean, yeah. I mean, think
about that. They have a top 5 position player in Judge, and they have a top 5 pitcher in baseball in Garrett Cole, and they're wasting both their primes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, they're not getting any. Yeah, they're not getting any better. I mean, they're going backwards. They're regressing. That's what Rich Cimini said. The Jets are regressing. I said I totally agree. And the Yankees are regressing. I don't know how you go from 100 wins to 82 wins, and Boone still has a job. I mean, if George was here, he's done. And I mean,
but I don't think it's Boone.
So it's all Cashman. It's all Cashman.
I think it's all Cashman.
So Cashman.
All you do is play the guys that he's got.
Right, but he doesn't have the guys.
No, they didn't go out and get Bellinger. They didn't go out and get Seager. Maybe they get Yamamoto and.
Did you want Bellinger? Did you want Bellinger? Did you want Bellinger? I thought he was going to become another.
I mean, listen, a left-handed bat, and that plays good left field.
Who was the guy that got from the Red Sox that they still talk about the worst trade ever? Got hot.
Oh, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Oh my God, that's what I worry about with Bellinger.
$100 million down the drain.
100 more than 100. I think 100, 140. Oh
yeah, I think it was like something in that range.
But I mean, that's what. So now Bellinger, would you go after who? If you could go after anybody this offseason, who do you go after? Because Aaron Nola got signed 7 years, $172 million with the Phils. He didn't want to leave. But who do you sign?
I mean, if there was some way to get Shohei, yeah. I think that's a pipe dream, but
he doesn't want to come
here. I think Juan Soto's the other guy.
Yeah, Juan Soto. I mean, and he's 24? Would be 25. God, he makes it look so effortless.
Right fielder, left-handed bat, that short porch.
That short porch. And
he's an expiring contract too, so you wouldn't have to give up. You wouldn't have to empty out the whole farm system to get him.
But Cash was saying that we have a plethora of catchers, and I was like, Higashioka, nobody hit last year, if I remember correctly.
Plethora of catchers. Well, I mean, Austin Wells is very high on him.
Did he? But okay.
He came up for a little bit towards the end of the year.
Right. Okay, so that's the guy. But
Higashioka, Jerry's still out.
Yeah, and Higashioka's instant out. I mean, I just feel like
Higashioka is going to be the backup. I think we'll probably have Austin Wells as the more often not starting catcher.
And if Dominguez came in and was like, even with the goddamn
Dominguez was a beast.
He was playing hurt. He's still rocking the ball. I was like, oh my God. So, and he's only going to be he's only 20 years old. You're like, holy shit, what's he going to do next year?
So I think that's probably part of their thought process also is the fact they have Dominguez waiting in the wings. So they're not going to make. That's why they don't want to make like a big splash as far as like spending a ton of money on an outfielder.
Right.
And Giancarlo Stanton, all he can do is DH at this point.
Oh, and he's pissed off now, right? He's pissed off.
Well, Cashman didn't do him any favors, just airing all that crap out. Like, yeah, he'll probably get hurt this year. That's normal.
Well, but
it's the truth.
It is the truth.
GM, how do you say that?
Yeah, why would you say that? Especially, but it's almost like he can throw anything. He can say whatever. He's Teflon, right? Teflon. He just says whatever. Nothing brushes back on him, and it's like he has a lifetime contract. And GM should not have a lifetime contract. Torrey was done. And Cashman has outlasted all of them. And it's like, why is he still here? He must.
He's a glorified Steinbrenner.
Or you think he's got something on Hal? You think he's got pictures? Maybe he's got pictures of Hal dressed up.
He's got P tapes, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? He's
got what?
He's got P tapes. Who knows?
got something, man. I'm like, what the?
I don't know.
And then and the Knicks. Listen, they're still. I feel like they're first round playoffs, and they don't have that. They don't. They need someone with Brunson. Randall disappears.
No,
Barrett's
they
playing better.
They need Joel Embiid. That's what they need.
But who do you give up for Joel Embiid?
If you could finagle a trade where you give up maybe like Randall, Fournier, you're gonna have to give up maybe like IQ, I would think,
Oof.
and a couple picks.
See, that's
you can make that happen.
I think IQ is a guy.
I love IQ. I hate
love
to say
IQ.
that, but you're getting MVP in return and a dominant center. Well, actually, no. I take it back. You probably give up Mitchell Robinson in that trade instead of IQ.
And I like Mitchell Robinson too. He plays with a high motor.
So do
I like the high motor, dude. I love it. I love it. So, yeah, But what were you saying? You were going to go to a Ranger game? Was $300 a ticket?
Yeah, so I was looking at so I'm going to a concert Saturday night with a couple buddies of mine.
What do you go? Village People?
City.
What do you see? Village People?
No, it's I'm going to see like an EDM act, Eric Prydz, the whole thing.
A what?
But
a what?
Eric Prydz, like EDM, like electronic music.
Oh.
A lot of visuals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, a lot of girls with no inhibitions at those things. They take some pills.
Girls, yeah. It'll be fun. Yeah, but
not a lot. Not a lot left
but
to
no,
the imagination.
we were thinking about making like a a whole day of it because the concert's obviously like late at night and the Rangers play at 1 at MSG.
Okay.
And we were looking at tickets because they're playing the Bruins. Like starting, it was $300 just to get into the building.
Crazy.
Which is absurd.
Crazy.
I don't know how you justify spending that kind of money on a regular season game.
We went to an Astros Yankee game. I went with Michigan, me, Lanker, my friend Lanker, his wife and kid, $160 a ticket. So and with food and everything, we spent a G. We spent a G that day. Food and everything. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy, right? $300 for a Ranger hockey game. So what are you going to do instead? So wait, it's this Saturday?
Yeah, we're still figuring it out. Worst case, we go into the city, maybe watch the game like somewhere locally and get tickets late because the price will go down. By the time we get closer to game time.
And what time's the concert started? That's like midnight.
Yeah, it's late. Yeah.
So it's an all-nighter thing.
Yeah. And
you're gonna keep the mustache for the concert?
100%.
Dude, I respect you. I respect the shit out of you, dude. I gotta. Michigan would be like, I don't shave. I can't grow like you. That's like 17 years worth. And she goes, "What's it? You got dirt on your face." I go, "What do you think?" She goes, "I don't." Like it does. You at least grows in, man. I respect it. I can't grow it in, dude. I like it. It's growing on me.
Thank you.
It's growing on me. Yeah, listen.
Yeah, I've gotten good feedback about it.
It looks.
Yeah, I know you lost the bet, but actually doesn't look bad.
Oh, so what was the bet?
Oh, so I'm in a fantasy football league with a bunch of buddies of mine I've known since like high school.
Okay.
And I think this was week 6, if I'm not mistaken. Like right before, I think it was like late October. I was in second place at the time, and I was playing the first place team. And he and I had this like heated rivalry. Like he's my boy, I love him to death, but like we go back and forth, and like we're bitter rivals.
Talk shit. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, constantly. So we both had beards at the time, so I said, hey, let's make this interesting. Loser has to shave down to a mustache and rock it for all November, make it a Movember. And I lost. So I thought it was a bet.
Did you lose on one? Who did you lose on? Was it a close loss that week, or did you get blown out?
No, it was. I didn't get blown out, but like he clearly he won. It wasn't like a single thing. It's my team shit the bed, and
so
it was what it was.
So I thought I was winning, and something happened today. My buddy, I had Dalvin Cook. Week 1, I think I lost by 0.12 because of Dalvin fucking Cook, but went for like 1.9. And today I have Pacheco. I'm down 20. I think I'm down 28 points. I'm like, what if he goes? So every time I'm going to be like, give it to Pacheco. Give it to no. I scream at the TV now. I never played fantasy before, Aaron, ever.
Okay.
And now I watch and I'm like, what are you doing? Give the ball. Like I remember hearing when fantasy first came out, guys went to, hey Peyton, why didn't you, why don't you run it in? He goes, what are you talking about? Well, Peyton, if you would have ran it, I needed some points. And he's looking at the guy, goes, what are you talking about, dude? But I watch games now. I'm like, put it up, don't he do it? None of I scream at the TV now. I'm like, I'm that guy now.
Real quick, I know we're live. I gotta hit the head real quick. I'll be right back. Okay.
You come back, dude. I'll
All right,
just
I'll be
keep
right
talking
back.
to myself. Maybe someone else will come on.
1 second.
Okay, take your time. Listen, it's great live. Guys, take a little break. Philly has Maxey. They don't need an IQ. Oh, that's what Josh says. Juan Soto be worth the big commitment. Key Bar. You see. Josh loves the Prez loves YouTube, but I don't like YouTube because the comments don't stay up on the goddamn thing. So I gotta press live chat every fucking time to see who's talking because they don't pop up. So maybe I gotta move this over a little bit because I can't see, but it doesn't pop up the way I want it to, and it drives me crazy. I mean, I'm like, dude, can this work better? Because I'll tell you, the Prez is great, and Aaron is great. I mean, I love any of you guys ever want to come on. I want to get the company on because, I mean, you got and did you guys hear this about some kid who went to somebody who went to Joe Namath's football camp 51 years ago? Joe Namath hired a coach who was who was a pedophile, and now 51 years, the guy said he was. The kid said it when he was a 12-year-old back then that the coach did some things to him, which is wrong. But why 51 years after the fact is he going after Joe Namath? I mean, it's like, dude, if it happened back then, maybe your 20s, maybe your 30s, 51 years later, now all of a sudden you got to come out and you're throwing that he said that Joe Namath should have known about that. It drives me crazy when 51 years after the fact. I'm like, it should never happen, and I'm not trying to belittle what happened. But 51 years later, to me, it's a little ridiculous. A lot ridiculous. That's my 2 cents. So that's why I want people on. Oh, YouTube is much clearer. What Kev says than the IG?
What I missed?
Oh, I was talking about. Did you heard about Joe Namath had a football camp 51 years ago or something, and one of the coaches he had was supposedly a pedophile, and a 12-year-old kid at the time or whatever said he got molested by the coach. And he's coming forward now, 51 years after the fact. And whenever I talk to my mom about this, she goes, 30 years later? Like all of a sudden, when I was 15, and you didn't have the courage, but now all of a sudden out of nowhere, you're going to come and you're like, wasn't it like 40, 50 years? Not that it should have happened, but I'm like, 51 years ago? Are you
But they keep it bottled in for so long.
Yeah. I mean, that's a long time to bottle it in.
And that's not a thing that you want to break the conversation with necessarily.
No, I mean, it's not really a dinner conversation. You don't go out and be like, hey, when I went to Joe's name was camp, some guy had his finger up my ass, and I'm like, yeah, well, can you pass the potatoes? Yeah. I'm actually good. I'm gonna get going, but I mean, yeah.
There's probably so much more of that stuff that goes on that we don't even know about.
Right, and yeah, exactly, and especially think about it. I mean, so let me ask you a question: did you have when I was growing up? We had beep. It first started with the beeper. You had phones already when you were a kid, correct?
Yeah, so I got my first cell phone when I was in high school. All I could do was make phone calls and text. They charge you per text.
So think about in the 80s, MTV used to have they had the spring break, and it was just
oh god.
I mean, you heard shit that happened, and maybe you get a picture here and there. But now videotaping, you're like, wow. And everybody's got a camera. So back then,
everybody's got a camera. Everybody's got a computer.
Girls Got Wild. Girls Gone Wild. You're like, now, I mean, back then, you just heard the stories. Now it's like, oh, it's out there. Oh, it's out there. So, yeah. Yeah. So there's got to be stuff you want to rant about. I mean, there's got to be something you want to.
I ranted about some stuff.
What? Oh, you did already.
I ranted about some stuff.
I don't know. I mean, I figure there's. Are you cleaned out? I mean, no mas?
Oh, what do you got going on for Thanksgiving? Anything good?
So it's just my mom and I. But listen to this. I am not a turkey guy. So I said, Ma, I want prime rib, and she's making prime rib. And my mom does not like so awesome. Prime rib, and she doesn't like football. So I plan on watching football. Actually, I'm not that excited about the night game. I don't like what I can't.
What's on the docket? I know you got Cowboys, Redskins. I mean,
first
Cowboys,
you got Lions, Packers, Cowboys, Redskins, and then you got Niners and Seahawks. And I Pete Carroll.
It's a divisional matchup, though. Could be good.
I can't stand Pete Carroll when he's chewing gum on the sideline just like this. I just want to go boom. And I love Pete Carroll because he blew the Super Bowl.
For 70.
What? Yeah, he looks good.
He looks good for 70.
But he blew the Super Bowl with Marshall Lynch, And he blew
That has
that.
to go down as one of the all-time worst calls.
And
in
he
the
blew
game.
that USC game against Texas. He did not.
Yeah.
He chokes. He's choked in two of the biggest games, I think. So I am not. And I mean, I just feel I'm not a fan. I'm kind of done with him. Yeah. So I don't. And there's a lot of college. And then the Jets are on Friday, Black Friday. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
who cares?
That's gonna be ugly. I mean, that's gonna be ugly. Now you don't watch
Timmy time, baby. Let's go.
You get what?
Timmy time.
Timmy. I'm Timmy.
Come on.
Timmy. I'm Timmy. I mean, you don't want
You
don't watch
fan, right?
do you watch boxing at all? Did you watch that Shakur Stevenson fight?
What's that?
Did you see the Shakur Stevenson fight?
I did not.
Oh my
no.
God, Josh and I were watching. I was like, Josh, it was torture. It was torture.
Boxing is coming back. There's a lot of good young fighters. I haven't followed it as closely as I would like to, but
in UFC,
I've heard from like people that I know who are boxing fans that it's coming back.
I mean, football is my favorite, man. I mean, it is a crazy sport, but
how do you beat football?
I watch college. I watch college all day Saturday. I watch college. Oh, and the game tonight. Who do you like tonight? KC, Philly.
Oof. I think KC. KC minus 2.5. I think they cover that. Yeah.
And Mahomes has not had a great season.
He's been good.
He's been up and down. Well, I feel like.
I mean, Taylor Swift should be in the skybox tonight. So Travis Kelce should ball out. They got that going for them.
I'll be honest with you. I don't see.
They showed a stat of his games
when
where
she's there.
Taylor Swift is there versus not.
Yeah.
It's like night and day.
Oh, Kev's a super boxer. So, Kev, who's your favorite? Ask Kev, who is your favorite boxer right now? Because it can't be Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, he said boring.
Yeah,
that fight
Kev
was
is big into the boxing and the MMA.
And MMA. Yeah.
First for me, I think boxing would come back to what it was when I was growing up if we had like a legitimate heavyweight.
Yes.
Like Tyson Fury and then everybody else. You know.
And Tyson Fury, I'll tell you, Ngannou knocked his ass down, man. Ngannou hurt him.
He did hurt him. 100%.
Hurt him big time. I was like, holy shit, did he hurt him? Okay, so that's what I wanted to tell you. Rich Cimini's been covering the Jets since Ken O'Brien days. How many starting quarterbacks do you think he's covered since, so let's say 85?
Since 85?
How many quarterbacks do you think started a game for the Jets? I thought it was more.
Years.
Yeah.
Almost 30 years.
Yeah, over 30 years, dude. You got to put down the bong. 85.
No bong. I'm good.
38 years. 38 years. How many quarterbacks? I was off. I thought it was more.
38 years.
Kev says 26.
35.
Wow. 34, dude.
Okay.
34, dude.
Okay.
It was pretty. I'm very impressed, dude. I am very impressed.
Thank you.
And this guy Marlboro Man, he goes, Wilson has been benched for Joe Flacco, Mike White, Josh Johnson. I love Chris Trevler. I mean, he couldn't throw a ball for shit. And Tim Boyle. Thank you, Marlboro Man guy. That was. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, it's over. He's 30th in QBR and 6 touchdown passes. He sucks.
They're not picking up the option. That's it. It's a wrap.
Did you watch into the game last night? Did you see that Cortland Sutton catch at the end of the game? I can't stand.
Yeah, it killed me in fantasy. I'm going up against them.
I got killed because I had C.J. Stroud and he had Tank Dell. And Tank Dell, at the end, he kept on interceptions and all my points went. So I was like, fuck.
That's a good offense, Houston.
But let me ask you a question. Okay, they've won 3 in a row. They beat a shitty Bucs team they had to come back to win. They beat an up-and-down Bengals team, and they had to hold off Arizona, which was playing Kyler Murray for a second game. Now, I'm not bashing either. What were they, 6-4? And they won 3 in a row? But I'm like, I mean, are they that? I mean, I think they're better.
Well, the thing is, it looks like the offense is there.
Yes.
You just got to figure out the defense.
Yes.
And if you have the quarterback, like that's half the battle in this league.
And the Browns have won 4 games this season in the final 10 seconds. 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
My team. So Kev, do you get a participation trophy? Would you get a special trophy? Do you have a shirt that says I have the best?
Oh yeah.
fantasy
So
ball
I'm in the league. So I'm in a separate league with the company.
Oh, you are.
Yeah. So because there's so many of us, I think they set up 2 separate leagues. So I don't think I'm in the league that Kev is in.
Oh, really?
So I think I'm pretty sure I'm in 2nd or 3rd place in the league that I'm in. But
Holy.
Yeah, good for you, Kev.
Oh, good for you. Good going, Kev. My cousin plays in one of those point leagues. What's it? The point leagues where it's only I don't know I don't know the terminology, but he told me so he gets it's all receiving points. Like that's how they do it. So I said, well, what's the buy-in? He goes, $250. I go, I'll fly to Texas to see you, buddy.
Wait, so in points, how's that work in football?
So you get it's receiving. So every catch, you only pick guys who can catch the ball, and that's how the league goes. So like if you have Tyreek Hill, you get a point for every, and then it's touchdowns and all this stuff. There's all these type of. I never heard of a league like this. So he's in one of those leagues. Yeah.
I mean, you go in general points in fantasy anyway, though.
But this is only receiving. I got to look it up. I'd have to look it
up.
It's
only receiving?
Yeah, I looked it up with my cousin sent me the thing, and I was like, "What is that?"
What do quarterbacks get?
I think it's only guys who it's only caught balls. I was trying to look it up. I was like, what the hell's it called? I was like, oh, I want to do this, and he's like, wait, what? Yeah, what is it? We currently have 8 teams.
I heard
points per. It's a points per reception. That's what it is, Aaron. A points per reception league.
Yeah, PPR.
Yeah, PPR. Yeah, so that's a PPR league, and that's all it is. So listen to this. I said on the show yesterday, my cousin Hal is in Galveston, Texas. They've had this Thanksgiving Day game, 47 years, and they loop it in so kids get to. There's every series, kids have to have a play designed for the kids to run. Well, it got the local paper, and Fox came down to film them playing the game yesterday, and it's going to be pregame on Thursday of the Lions.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're going to be on TV. I said
Lions Packers, right?
Yeah, Lions Packers. They're going to be the pregame. They did all these Thanksgiving football games. That's what the company should get. You should get the company together and say, let's have a football game on Thanksgiving morning. We all beat the shit out of each other, break each other's noses, and then we all go to our families, with bone stick. Oh, man, did you see that yesterday? The safety? What was it? Did his finger pop through the glove, or did it? What happened there yesterday? Adams.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see Adams yesterday when he went to get that ball? And then they said you could see the bone. I don't know if it was his knuckle or his finger, but the bone popped through.
He popped it back in?
No, they took him off the field. I think they had to pop it in.
Took him out?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty
Wimp.
awesome. Yeah, that's what I said, wimp. Kev said he's too old for that. Kev, I'm getting too old for this shit.
I'm with Kev on that, man. Like if I did a football game, like tackle football at this point in my life, I have to sit in like a hot tub for like a week.
I went to play. So my cousin plays in a. They have a baseball, not softball, fast pitch, hardball league. So I was designated runner. I went around third base and I had on boots and I fell and I smashed my knee. That was 3 weeks ago. I can't put pressure on my kneecap. That's how much it's still screwed up. 3 weeks. Oh. 3 weeks. My girlfriend's like, you're done playing baseball. 3 weeks. So yeah, if we played football, someone would definitely break arm, break leg. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably be bad and yeah. Now, did you see both the Vikings and the Broncos started 0-3?
I did. I watched that game. Yeah.
So they said after the win, the Broncos now chances of making the playoffs went from like 11 to 28%, and the Vikings losing went from like 94 to 80%. And
I can see the Broncos because the Chargers lost, the Jets lost.
Yeah.
Raiders. I'm trying to remember if the Raiders lost or won.
And you saw that play? Did you watch that play a couple weeks ago? Myles Garrett jumped over the freaking line and blocked that kick. Jumped.
Yeah.
He leads.
He's a freak,
he leads this. He leads this. And Aiden Hutchinson, I was watching the thing on him. He put his hand out. He got an interception with like one hand. I was like, why can't the Jets have? Quentin Williams played pretty well yesterday, though. And his brother is playing pretty well.
The defense played well. Quincy. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see KD last night at the end of the game against what's his name, Laurie and Markkinen? They thought he got all ball. They said, oh, they were. I was like, that was all ball. I mean, officiating in general is a joke, but in the NBA, it's particularly bad. Yeah. My mother calls me all the time.
Rule in place to like have certain things reviewed either.
Yeah. You saw Judge got his number retired, Fresno State.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah, NBA, and and Deontay Wilder said he might want to do MMA.
I mean, I don't think he can handle MMA. MMA is a different animal. Because,
It is,
like, it's not
right.
just striking. Like, you have the grappling factor.
Right.
And you go up against guys that are like brown and black belt jiu-jitsu.
Right, and you get knocked down to the ground and you're screwed. And okay,
Yeah.
so David Stearns with the Mets, he's got rid of 16 players off the big league roster already. 16.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Oh, it's what they needed.
Oh, dude, you anything else you want to talk about? I might have a trivia question for you.
Hit me with the trivia question.
All right, hold on. All right, I gotta figure out. I got a lot of things going right here. A lot of balls in the air. That doesn't sound good when I say it like that, but
A lot of balls in the air.
you
That's what she said.
That's what she said. You ever see? Were you a Brooklyn Nine-Nine fan? Were you ever a Brooklyn Nine-Nine fan?
No, You watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but I can't tell you on The Office. I don't get it.
I don't like Steve Carell. There's something about I don't know that show
Why don't
bothers.
you like Steve Carell? He's hilarious.
You know what? You know what was on last night? I thought of you was Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights is good.
But
I like that duo better than Step Brothers.
You don't like Step Brothers?
No, I said I like that duo better than Step Brothers.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. But I could watch every day. I could watch and Michigan, she cannot stay. She can't stay. Shake and bake.
Yep.
Shake and bake.
There you go, Kev.
Shake and bake. Oh my God, the room's going. Oh my God, Ricky Bobby. So I don't know, Mike. All right. So, wait. Well, last show's trivia question, which isn't coming up, which always makes me. Oh wait. Maybe I did this a while ago. All right, here I go. I'm here. All right. So, which team? This was last shit. All right, I'm just getting today's trivia question. Dear baby Jesus. I can watch that every day. Dear baby, thank you for this wonderful food we're having today.
House is haunted.
Yeah, he's like, get out. He goes. Because I like to party. I would like to wear a tuxedo T-shirt because I like to party. I got a tuxedo T-shirt now. I'm wearing that everywhere. All right.
Yeah.
What was the one we were talking about? They were both what was one of the comedies we both loved that you could watch every day? What? Old School.
That is my number one favorite movie, whether it's like comedy, drama, or anything. And I'm a big movie buff, but Old School is at my top. I could watch that anytime, any day.
So I had this kid. I had this kid on Dominic, and he didn't. I don't think he got the reference. But remember when they drove around with the van and they just picked people up? They picked up Blue, and they stopped. We'll have him back by later.
Everybody else they just threw in the van.
That's what I said.
I mean, from the beginning of the movie, when the movie starts, and Luke, Mitch gets into the cab, and he's like, the seatbelt isn't working. What do you recommend I do? And the cabbie turns around and is like, I recommend you stop being a pussy.
There wasn't a seatbelt. There wasn't a seatbelt, right?
The seatbelt. Yeah. Oh, I love that movie.
I suggest you stop being a pussy.
The therapy scene. How good was the therapy scene?
I thought it was an open space. I thought I could say
that. Listen, I don't know where I was going with that. I guess all I can say is now that I'm married, I'm definitely feeling a little freaked out that I'm only gonna have sex with one person for the rest of my life.
And so Kev said, "I'm here for the gangbang." That was Todd Phillips. That was Todd Phillips.
Toast. The wedding toast. True love. You think you have true love until you take the early flight home from San Francisco and two people come out of the closet naked, blindfolded, waiting to attack your fiance, and it stops. It stops right now.
Wait! I'm into this. I'm into this.
I guess what he's trying to say is love is blind.
There's so many good.
Dude,
You're
Oh
crazy,
my
man. You're
god,
crazy, man. You're crazy.
I'm due. I haven't watched that movie in a minute.
There's not going to be any. There's not going to be any Frank thing. Can we go get some KFC? Frank, a little. He goes. She goes. Frank, a little cold out there, and he goes like this. He goes. He's the best. A little cold out there, huh, Frank? We're striking. We're striking. Well, I think we're gonna go out. We're gonna go to dinner. We're going to a little Olive Garden. Is that he said we're gonna go to some? We're gonna go to
We went
Olive
to the
Garden.
Olive Garden for dinner. It was lovely.
Which was lovely.
Pretty nice little Saturday plan. But he's at the party. Gonna go to Home Depot, pick out some wallpaper.
It feels so good to the lips. It feels so good.
So many lines in that movie, dude. I fucking love it.
We should just watch the movie and talk about it. People are like, what is wrong with all of you? Like, I don't. Who knows?
Yeah, if you guys who are listening, if you haven't watched the movie, please watch the fucking movie. It'll change your life.
You got a fucking dart in your neck. You're crazy, man. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. Remember that?
That's
that
the most powerful trank gun on the market. Got her in Mexico.
Oh my God. I watch that every day.
Dude. Holy shit.
Whew. I'm sweating, but that's good.
Good.
All right.
Good.
All right. So I forgot. I'll do less. I didn't print it out, which of course I didn't because I'm doing too much drugs these days. And what team holds the NFL record for most points scored in a single regular season? Was it the 2018 Chiefs, 2013 Broncos, 2011 Saints, or the 2007 Patriots? Most points scored in a single regular season.
What were the teams again?
2018 Chiefs, 2013 Broncos, 2011 Saints, or the 2007 Patriots were 17-1 that year. I love saying that. 17-1.
I gotta say the Patriots, right? With that Randy Moss connection.
Yes, remember that was Kev says Saints.
Yeah, I gotta say them.
Saints or the Pats.
Patriots.
You are both incorrect.
Wow.
I can't give the answer away.
Was it the Chiefs?
Also incorrect.
Really?
Do you remember?
No Saints, no Chiefs, no Pats.
2013 Broncos. Do you remember that? Do you remember this? I can tell you.
With Peyton?
Do you remember where was the Super Bowl played? The 2013 season Super Bowl played.
That was one they lost, right?
Where was it played? Come on, dude. I can't even tell you the score. Who they play and where was the game?
I know who they played. They played the Seahawks and they got
nice going, Kev.
Dismantled.
Yeah.
It was a blowout game.
Remember the score? Kev, do you remember the score? I want to see if Kev knows this. It was played at MetLife Stadium.
I think the Broncos were like, I don't think single digits, but like 13 points, something like that.
It was at MetLife. Do you remember that first play of the game? They snapped the ball over Peyton's head, and you were like, "Oh, it's gonna be one of those days."
Yeah.
43-8. Look it up.
Oh wow.
43-8. One of those crazy scores.
Jesus Christ. No, it was at MetLife, right?
It was at MetLife. Bruno Mars was the halftime, and I remember it because it was like 60
Bruno
degrees.
Mars is good.
It was like 60-something degrees. The next day, we got a foot of snow.
Can we make halftime shows great again, please?
They're bringing fucking Usher.
Listen, Usher's talented, everything like that, but how is Foo Fighters not gotten a halftime show? How has Taylor Swift not gotten a halftime show?
You like Taylor Swift, don't you? You're a Taylor Swift fan.
I do like Taylor Swift. I tell you what, I wasn't into her early on. I wouldn't consider myself a Swiftie, but I'm familiar with the music and I have appreciation for the music.
She is talented.
Halftime show.
She is talented as hell.
You know that the original halftime performer was supposed to be Lizzo. You know who Lizzo is?
Yeah, you mean this coming year?
This coming year.
Oh, but what happened with her with the backup dancers?
Like that.
Right?
Yeah.
She's been quiet. She's been quiet.
But they ixnayed her, and that's why we have Usher. But the fact that Lizzo was supposed to be the halftime show over all these acts that haven't had one, it's absurd.
Yeah, but it's Goodell. Goodell runs. You know, Goodell has made double what I see that Aaron Rodgers is the highest paid NFL player ever, $342 million, and they said Goodell now is over $700. Well, my friend goes, but he's CEO of everything. He's in control. He's in charge of 32 teams. I
He
go.
should make more than the
I said the
players.
commissioner should never make more than the players. I'm sorry. I don't care
No.
what he does. I don't care how much money he should be making more than the goddamn players. It's bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Absolute bullshit.
Guys, football game's starting soon. I got to go watch some football. So all the company, all you guys, Kev, all you guys.
Yeah. Shout out to the company.
Oh, yeah, and they do not get paid.
guys.
Kev is right. They do not get paid for halftime, but it's all about promotion. That's all they want.
Well, the only reason Bruce did it is because he was plugging an album.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't. Bruce does nothing.
No.
Bruce does nothing for me.
Are you serious?
Bruce and Bon Jovi.
Baby, I love you. You don't love Bruce? Bruce is my guy.
Your dad loves Bruce too. I don't get it. We
My dad
could have
loves-
went on a Friday to be in the luxury box, and both were like, we didn't go.
You fucking guy. Unbelievable.
I just don't. I just.
Well, I'm gonna tell my dad you said that.
Yeah,
when
it's
I
all
see
right.
him on
I can live. Oh, so what are you doing Thanksgiving?
Oh, so I'm going to Scott and Kristen's house.
Scott and Kristen. Who's Scott and Kristen?
So Lauren's sister.
Oh, and they both work at the same college, right? Don't they both?
No, Lauren and Kristen are sisters.
No, Kristen.
my dad's wife.
No. I'm talking about Lauren's sister and husband both work at the same college. I think they both work at the same college. I met them.
Oh,
I think
okay.
so. I could be wrong. But I met Lauren's sister and the husband.
Okay. Yeah. So we're going there. We're having a sleepover at my dad's house the night before. Gonna get up in the morning, make like all the sides and stuff like that, and then go over there. My godfather is picking up my grandparents and my great grandma from Washington Heights and bringing them down.
How
to
old is
Atlas.
your great grandmother?
96.
Awesome. And still all there?
Still all there.
Can she cook? She still cook?
No, she doesn't cook. But she's all there. Like you have a conversation with her, and like she's chill.
96, man. That is awesome.
She's sharp as a tack too, man.
Man,
Love her.
happy and healthy Thanksgiving, man. And we got to get the company together.
You too.
Let's make it happen because you guys crack me up, dude. We do the whole show just do an old school freaking.
I love it, man. Yeah, let me know time and place. I'm there.
All right, my boy, Blue. I love you, Blue. I love you. I love you, Blue.
Dust in the wind.
Blow the whistle, you pussy. Blow the whistle. Are you sure you want to do this?
Just ring the fucking bell, you pansy.
Ring the bell, you pansy.
Oh man.
Oh, and what's his name? Who was the guy used to be in ESPN? Jumanji. What do you say? It's guy code. It's guy code. You can't say anything. It's guy code.
Oh, I think it was
What was his name?
Craig Kilburn.
Yeah. Yeah. Earmuffs.
He used to do,
Kev,
like,
that's
Late Show.
earmuffs. 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 You can say whatever you want. Earmuffs.
Yeah.
I love it. Didn't I
Good
give you
movie.
that gift? I love it. I love it. Love it.
Do you have a good time at the party? I had an awesome time.
Awesome.
Frank, I think the entire town knows that you had an awesome
We're going streaking. He comes in. He goes to Snoop Dogg.
time. Loop.
He's like, they're like, oh, hey, sure. I don't want any part of that.
No, it's cool. Bring your green hat.
I might have to watch that tonight. Maybe I won't watch football. I'll just watch Frank the Tank. All right. That's all I got. Oh, wait. Volume went out. I can't hear you. You back?
I'm back.
All right.
Always a pleasure talking to you, brother.
You too. Stay real. Stay beautiful.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
bro.
Thanksgiving to everybody. Happy and healthy.
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah,
Happy
dude.
Thanksgiving,
Happy
guys.
Thanksgiving. We all have each other. We're all thankful for that. That I met all you
Amen.
guys. I am thankful for everything. So you guys rock. Let's do a show all together because that would be hilarious. Hilarious.
Amen.
Amen. Peace out. Adios. Take it easy, guys. Happy Turkey Day. Football. Let's go watch some football.
Let's go!
Football. Timmy. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye. Bye.